Hi and welcome back to freesciencelessons.co.uk. By the end of this video, you should be able to describe what's meant by centripetal force. You should then be able to state what's providing the centripetal force. And finally, you should be able to state the factors that increase the size of the centripetal force. Now, I will just point out that circular motion can seem a tricky topic, but the exam questions are always very similar, and I'll tell you what the examiners ask, so don't panic if you find it difficult. So this topic's all about circular motion, and there are lots of examples of objects which move in a circle. For example, we've got a hammer being swung around, we've got Formula 1 cars going around a turn, and we've got a satellite orbiting the Earth. All of these are examples of circular motion. Here's a car moving around a circular track. As you can see, this car's travelling at a constant speed, but what can we say about its velocity? Remember that velocity is speed in a given direction, but this car is continuously changing direction. Because it's continuously changing direction, that means that the car is continuously accelerating. In fact, all objects moving in a circle are continuously accelerating towards the centre of the circle. Remember, in the case of circular motion, the acceleration is changing the direction of the motion, but not the speed. So because the car is accelerating, there must be a resultant force acting on it. Scientists call this centripetal force, and you need to learn that. Remember that centripetal force is always directed towards the centre of the circle, and that's often asked in the exam. One question which often comes up is to state the name of the force providing the centripetal force. So let's look at 3 examples. In the case of the hammer, the centripetal force is provided by the tension of the wire. In the racing car, the centripetal force is provided by the friction between the tyres and the road surface. And in the case of satellites, the centripetal force is provided by the gravitational attraction between the satellite and the Earth. Now, one final question that's often asked in exams is to state the factors that affect the size of the centripetal force acting on an object. There are 3 factors that you really do need to learn. So, the centripetal force needed to make an object carry out circular motion increases if the mass of the object increases, if the speed of the object increases, and if the radius of the circle decreases. Okay, so hopefully now you should be able to describe what's meant by centripetal force. You should then be able to state what's providing the centripetal force, and finally you should be able to state the factors that increase the size of the centripetal force.